We're now joined from Edinburgh by the Scottish Finance Secretary, John Swinney. Thanks for coming on the programme. Well, you heard it there in Faisal Islam's report. There are some very vexing issues, and although Mark Carney was very mild-mannered and nuanced, one could say that he threw a bit of a stink bomb into your campaign.
I don't think that's a fair interpretation at all. I thought what Mark Carney did was deliver the type of independent view that you'd expect from the Bank of England governor, and a pretty sensible set of arrangements that we've already considered as part of the work that we commissioned from our Fiscal Commission, which was a group of international economists who've advised us on the creation of a robust macroeconomic framework for an independent Scotland.
But what he said is that if you're going to have a currency union that works, you have to have a political union, which would essentially be the status quo that we have now. But what you can't have, he said, was currency union with the kind of political separation that you're gunning for.
I think what the Governor was making clear is that there are strong advantages in having a currency union because it allows the businesses of England and the rest of the United Kingdom to trade as effectively with Scotland as they do just now, and for Scottish companies to trade with the rest of the UK as effectively as they do today. And that's the common sense solution, which I think will ensure that the debate that we have results in the establishment of a sterling zone. And the type of framework that the Governor was talking about, of essentially putting in place fiscal agreements around for example, the level of debt that independent Scotland could incur or the level of borrowing we could incur, are to me entirely reasonable and realistic elements of a framework to put in place to guarantee that the sterling zone can work very effectively in the interests of both Scotland and the rest of the UK.
But he was also saying that if you wanted a currency union, you would have to, as an independent Scotland, you would have to forego some of the freedoms that you've just been campaigning for and that the people of Scotland might vote for. That's been quite political, isn't it, from him?
Not in the slightest. I think it's, if you look at the issues that face any country has to decide for themselves what degree of cooperation, how they will cooperate with other countries, how they will, and that's an implicit decision that we come to about our position on the European Union. We accept that there are advantages in Scotland being an independent member of the European Union. That's us pooling our sovereignty. But crucially, we've decided that here in Scotland on the basis of the choice of the people that live in this country. And that lies at the heart of this debate. Just now, Scotland currently controls 7% of the revenues that we raise in Scotland. Yeah. With independence, we'd control 100%. That's the opportunity of independence.
But it's a fair question from the UK taxpayer in England, is it not? Why should we be the backstop for Scottish economy, for Scottish money, if at the end of the day we don't have any say over the regulations made in Scotland? You want to have your cake and eat it.
Well, no, what we've set out in the proposals of the Fiscal Commission that was commissioned by the Scottish Government to undertake this work, which has largely been reinforced by much of what the Bank of England Governor has said in Edinburgh today, is that if you have a currency union, you've also got to have an integrated financial services market north and south of the border. And that enables enables the Bank of England to act as the lender of last resort. It enables the Bank of England to deal with the fact that financial institutions now don't just undertake their activities in one market, they undertake their activities in a multiplicity of different markets. And that's the nature of the international business they're involved in.
Got to leave it there. John Swinney, thank you very much. John.